What is up, guys? What's going on? It's Jimmy here, and if you landed on this video, most likely somebody approached you with the company called TRYP, and here you are trying to do some research, right? Maybe you are a driver for companies like Uber and Lyft or Juno or any other rideshare company out there in the rideshare industry, and you're trying to find out what is the difference between companies like Uber and Lyft versus TRYP. So we're going to be discussing that here in this video. Maybe you're looking to make a switch from Uber to TRYP or from Lyft to TRYP. Or maybe you are looking to get into the rideshare industry and you're trying to find out what company should work best for you. So with that being said, we're going to be discussing the differences in this video. So let's get straight to it. So one of the key major things, guys, that makes companies like Uber and Lyft very different from TRYP will happen to be the upfront cost. Okay, there is no upfront cost in order for you guys to get started with companies like Uber and Lyft. It is absolutely free, but there is a catch to that, and we'll be getting to that catch in a couple of seconds from now. It takes about a week and a half to 2 weeks in order for you to get started with Uber and Lyft. All you have to do is download the free application on the Apple Store or the Android Store and submit your documents. Sometimes it may take a little bit longer. It all depends on how fast it takes you to submit the documents that they're requesting, and it all depends on how fast companies like Uber and Lyft can take to review those documents to make sure everything is clear. Okay, now back to the upfront cost, back to the pricing, right? There is no upfront cost, there is no pricing, it is absolutely free. But the catch is that you have to commit yourself to giving up 15 to 25% of your monthly revenue for a lifetime, for as long as you continue to drive with them. Okay, unlike TRYP, there is a upfront cost, but you're not committing to giving 15 to 25% of your monthly revenue, because you will be entitled to earn 100% of your tips, 100% of the waiting time, 100% of your cancellation time, and 100% of your fare. Okay, so you're not committing to giving 15 to 25% of your monthly revenue because you will be earning 100% of it. Okay, all you have to do is pay a monthly flat fee. Now, in my opinion, guys, TRYP is a rideshare company on steroids with a cab service concept. And here's why I say this, guys. For anybody who has worked in the cab service industry or a cab service company, you are already familiar with the upfront cost. Okay, what that upfront cost is called the base fee. Okay, in order for you to get started, you have to pay a base fee. And what that base fee covers is customer support, the tools for you to get started. Okay, it might be maybe a meter or a radio, depending on what cab company you work for, and it also includes the dispatching, which they need to dispatch you the calls so that you can make money for those 30 days. Okay, that base fee is paid every single 30 days. Now, that fee can be anywhere between $150, $200, $300. It can be even more than $300. It all depends on what cab service company you decide to work for. Okay, now in this case, TRYP is like the base. Okay, you're committed to paying a flat monthly fee. It can be anywhere between $80 to $140 to $200. They have 3 different packages you guys can choose from. It all depends on what works best for you. You can, pick and choose whatever works best for you. Now, what that fee covers is customer support. It includes the tools for you to get started, and it includes the dispatching, which everything will happen via the mobile application, which I happen to have right now, by the way. You guys can download it right now. You can get it on the Android Store and the Apple Store. It's absolutely free. Okay, I'm going to be putting my sponsor code below, my referral code, because you do need a referral in order for you to create an account. Alright, so once again, what that fee includes is the customer support, the tools for you to get started, and the dispatching so that you guys can make money. Now, that fee is supposed to last you 30 days. It's only covering 30 days. After the 30 days up, you're supposed to pay the monthly again. Now, you can pay anywhere between $80, $140, or $200. It's up to you, whatever plan works best for you. In my opinion, here's why I think TRYP is better than companies like Uber and Lyft. Okay, this is an example. Let's say you happen to make $4,000. Now, guys, don't get at me, okay? I know, realistically speaking, Maybe here in the state of Florida, you're not going to be able to make $4,000, but in the state of New York is a possibility. I know a lot of people out there who make good amounts of money with Uber and Lyft out there, and it's a possibility, right? But let's say for an example, you make $4,000 a month with Uber, okay? If you make $4,000 a month with Uber, you're actually making $3,000 a month, because you have to remember, you're committed to giving 25% of your monthly revenue. So for every $4,000 you make, you only wound up walking out with $3,000 in your pockets, okay? Because Uber takes $1,000, you stay with $3,000. Now, if you happen to make $4,000 with Trip Rides, you're only entitled to pay the flat monthly fee, which can be anywhere between $80, $140, and $200. So let's say for an example, you decided to go with the $200 a month package. If you make $4,000 a month and you deduct $200 from the $4,000, that leaves you with $3,800. So that's $800 more in your pockets that you wind up staying with, that you would have lost driving for companies like Uber and Lyft. Okay? Remember, you're committed to paying 25% with Uber. With Trip Rides, you're only committed to paying the flat monthly membership fee that you decide whatever plan works best for you, which can be $80, $140, or $200. And this is why, guys, in my opinion, I believe Trip Rides is actually better than companies like Uber and Lyft. Because at Uber and Lyft, the more money you make, the more money they're going to take. You see, with Trip Rides, the more money you make, it does not matter. That doesn't mean you need to pay more, because all you have to pay is the flat monthly membership that you decided to choose, okay? Now, there are features with Trip Rides that makes it very different from companies like Uber and Lyft. I'm gonna throw about 3 out there. I don't wanna throw all of them out, because otherwise, I'm gonna take half an hour long in this video, and I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. But one feature that I do like about Trip Rides is that they do have a built-in panic button. So what that panic button does is that it ensures the customers and the driver's safety. We all know, guys, that in a matter of an emergency, every second counts. Every second is very important. And what happens with this mobile application is that it has a built-in panic button. And if anything were to happen, if you was in a state of an emergency, all you have to do is hit that panic button. And what that panic button will do is that it'll contact the local authorities. It'll pinpoint your location, and they will send the closest authorities that's around the area to your location to make sure that you guys are okay. Unlike with companies like Uber and Lyft, if there's an emergency that occurs, you have to sit down here, dial 911, you have to speak to dispatch, and it's seconds that take that, you don't know, an emergency, anything can happen in a matter of a second. So I like this about Trip Rides, because it's a built-in panic button. Everything happens simultaneously through the app. Nobody really notices, right? So it's very important to ensure, customer and driver safety. And here at Trip Rides, we do have that. Another feature is that customers will now be able to request their favorite driver. So if you happen to have a family member that works with Trip, maybe he drives for Trip, or a friend that drives for Trip, you can request that friend to come pick you up, because you have that ability. Unlike with Uber and Lyft, there's not that possibility, because their systems automatically dispatch the closest driver that's to you, which it's a 50-50 chance that you either might have a bad experience or you might have a great experience. Unlike Trip Rides, you can control that experience, because you can select whatever driver you want to come pick you up. If you have a friend, if you have a family member, who knows, maybe you took a couple of rides with this driver, he has great conversations, you like the way he drives, you can always request him over and over and over again, okay? That's a great feature that we have here in Trip Rides that Uber and Lyft doesn't have, and I really love it. Another thing is that Trip Rides has 4 different income opportunities. There's 4 different ways in order for you to make money. With companies like Uber and Lyft, I only think there's 2. And the first one is becoming a driver, or the second one is referring drivers onto the platform. Okay, so those are a couple of features that we have here with Trip Rides that makes it very different from companies like Uber and Lyft. Now, there is many more other features out there that's very great that I like. It's awesome, but I don't want to go over all of them. Otherwise, this video will be like half an hour long. But now that you guys know the differences, it's really it's really up to you now to make that decision and decide, are you okay with giving up 15 to 25% of your monthly revenue, or would you rather pay a flat monthly membership fee of $80 a month, $140 a month, or $200 a month and keeping 100% of your fares, 100% of your tips, 100% of your cancellation time and waiting time, right? It's really up to you. In my opinion, I believe that Trip Rides is the best for me, and that's what I decided to go with. So if that is your opinion, if you feel like you want to go with Trip Rides, what I'll be doing is I'll be posting the link below in the description where you can click on that link, go ahead and sign up. My referral code, which is the sponsor code, it'll be also posted below. You can copy and paste that and use it. Thank you guys for making it this far. Please give this video a big thumbs up if it's been very informational. Comment below if you have any questions. I'll be there to help you guys with any questions you might have. Once again, thank you for making it this far. Please subscribe to this channel, show some love to this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.